The prophet Isaiah paints a picture of abundant life appearing in what is the most dry and desolate area on earth, the Judean desert. He says that that desert will become like the fertile plain of Sharon or the abundant vineyards of Mount Carmel. Isaiah uses these familiar places from the Holy Land to describe the life-giving, life-restoring activity of God. As the gospel today reminds us, it was John the Baptist who appeared in that very desolate Judean desert centuries after Isaiah wrote his prophetic words. John was the sign that God was about to do something new. Through the appearance of his only Son, God would in fact bring new life where before there was nothing but sin and death. So John the Baptist urged the people to prepare for the appearance of the Messiah. Indeed, to do so by repenting, rethinking their lives, and turning away from sin. The vision seen by Isaiah so long ago did come to pass for a brief moment on history's stage, and in fact was exceeded by Jesus, who not only made the blind see and the deaf hear and the lame leap as Isaiah had once predicted, but indeed, as the gospel reminds us, even cleansed lepers, and more amazingly still, restored the dead to life, as we are reminded in this passage from St. Matthew's Gospel. Yet this great reversal and renewal will only come to pass permanently and completely on that day when Jesus Christ will come again in glory. So under all the pre-holiday hype and jingles, Advent's constant but often unheard message to us is that it is that final and definitive day of encounter with Jesus Christ, the day of judgment and salvation, that we ourselves must be preparing for. Indeed, in preparing not only to remember the first coming of Christ through his birth at Bethlehem, but especially for that coming yet to come in the future, unknown to us. Indeed, when Christ returns in glory, lest that great day take us by surprise. So the message of John the Baptist is just as relevant to us today. We have to change our way of thinking, change our way of acting. We have to turn away from anything that is not in keeping with the gospel. We have to place our faith in Jesus Christ alone. Indeed, we have to be patient as we wait for Christ's return. So let us listen to Isaiah, to John the Baptist, because the wisdom they have shared with humanity, although given at very different moments in history, is remarkably the same and just as relevant for us today. That message is that a new day is due, and that day will dawn. So prepare for it by taking up that never-ending, ongoing work of repentance and conversion. Indeed, let us never be self-satisfied. That leads only to spiritual stagnation. Rather, let us be discontent enough with our imperfections so that we keep trying, keep growing, keep changing, and thus to be better prepared to encounter Jesus Christ. Yes, as he comes to us now in word and sacrament, even at this very Eucharist, and then ever ready to meet him as judge when we see him in glory, either at the end of our own days or at the end of the world's days, because we don't know which one of those days will come first.